Hello, I'm McClanahan, Mercer County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Here at the Extension Office, we are still working to provide services for our farmers and our clientele throughout Mercer County. So we still have soil testing services available, farm and home visits, weed identification, and all of our normal services. We're just working remotely in this time of heightened COVID activity and everything. But one of the things that we're still trying to do is work hard to provide educational resources and activities for kids who are at home, and we have already worked on providing some dairy resources and information about soybeans and growing plants. So we wanted to shift gears a little bit and talk about beef cattle. So we're going to have some big activity kits available for pickup, and then this book kind of corresponds with those lesson plans and those activities. So I hope y'all enjoy this. So I'm going to be talking about beef cattle and how beef cattle fits into the story of agriculture. So these cattle are being raised on farms and ranches. Their meat is called beef. People who raise cattle are called cattle women and cattlemen. Over 1 million farmers and ranchers raise beef cattle in the United States. Most of their farms and ranches have been in their families for years. There are many breeds of beef cattle. Farmers and ranchers choose the best breed for their climate and for their land conditions. Farmers and ranchers want an animal that gains weight quickly and uses less feed to put on that weight. The life of a beef animal is about 14 to 16 months. That's the time that it takes for a calf to gain enough weight to be sold for meat. This happens in 3 different types of beef raising operations. A beef animal's life begins on a farm or ranch called a cow-calf operation. A cow or female can have a calf or a baby each year, usually in the spring, but sometimes also some farmers have calves in the fall. So this process is called calving. Like humans, cows take 9 months to have a baby. Newborn calves weigh between 70 and 80 pounds and can stand up usually within a half an hour. At about 6 months old, calves are weaned. That means they no longer drink milk from their mothers. People who care for weaned calves are called stalkers or backgrounders. During the backgrounding phase, cattle eat mostly grass and grow to 700 to 800 pounds. They graze in pastures, and cattle are moved from pasture to pasture to allow the grass to regrow in a process called rotational grazing. After backgrounding, beef cattle go to feed yards for 4 to 6 months to add weight and improve their quality of their meat. They grow to about 1,325 pounds. Oftentimes feed yards have a lot of misconceptions about them, but feed yards, it doesn't matter if they're large or small, are actually very well maintained and clean. The beef cattle have room to move around, and feed yard managers work hard to ensure that their animals are well cared for every day. Most feed yards have a veterinarian on staff to make sure that the animals are receiving the proper care. And their climate is controlled. In the summertime when it gets really hot, they put misters on the cattle to keep them cool. Beef cattle eat grass because they're what are known as ruminants. So what that means is that ruminants have a 4-compartment stomach that allows them to digest the grass. So the 4 compartments of their stomach are the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Auctions and sales are part of every farmer's and rancher's business. Cow-calf operators buy breeding bulls. Backgrounders buy just weaned calves and later sell the animals to feed yards. In beef cattle production, farmers and ranchers work closely with veterinarians, animal nutritionists, cattle managers, and cowboys. This team of people keeps animals healthy, safe, and secure. Beef cattle are processed in modern facilities called packing plants by skilled workers. All beef is inspected by the Food Safety and Inspection Service of the United States Department of Agriculture. Beef carcasses are divided into large sections called primal cuts. They are then turned into steaks, meat, roast, and other cuts of beef that you see in the supermarket. Beef can be processed and preserved into foods like sausages, beef sticks, jerky, and all beef hot dogs. Beef can also be canned in stews, chili, and hash. About 1/3 of the beef animal doesn't become meat. These parts of the animal make many useful byproducts, and that's one of the reasons that we depend on animal agriculture every day for all the byproducts that we get. So many different byproducts are made from beef cattle hides that are tanned into leather. There are numerous other non-edible byproducts from beef cattle as well. So like if y'all have been enjoying the sunshine, playing outside recently, playing baseball, softball, those baseballs, baseball gloves, and official footballs for professional teams are all made from beef cattle leather. Every state raises beef cattle, and Kentucky is the largest beef cattle producing state east of the Mississippi. So in Kentucky, beef cattle production is really important. A good transportation system to carry beef products throughout the United States is important. Although most of the beef is produced in the United States is eaten here, the U.S. is also a major exporter of beef products to more than 100 countries around the world. Advertising makes us aware of beef products and their qualities. There are many ways we might be influenced to buy and use beef products. Actually, we have a number of different recipes. If y'all find yourselves cooking more at home with some of the restaurants shut down and would like some beef recipes, you can let us know here at the Extension office and we can point you to some really good resources. And remember that beef is an important part of a heart-healthy diet. County and state fairs are showcases for youth and adults to share their pride in raising quality beef cattle. Exhibitors enjoy telling their beef story to fair visitors. And May is National Beef Month, so there'll be lots of opportunities to get those grills fired up here soon if you haven't already, and enjoy some of the many cuts of beef. There are 29 lean cuts of beef, including lean hamburger, so it's a great way to incorporate that protein into your diet. Beef is in the protein section of my plate. So that's in this quarter section of my plate. We should have some protein every day. A serving of beef is about the size of a deck of cards for reference. The proteins in lean beef are complete, high-quality proteins that contain all the essential amino acids the body needs to build and maintain muscle mass. ZIP can also help you remember why beef is so nutritious. Z is for zinc, I is for iron, P is for protein. And beef also provides other vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B12. There are many different beef products in the grocery store, and you may see some empty shelves these days, but that's just because consumers are eating more at home and buying more from the grocery store. But there is no shortage of beef in the United States because every day our farmers are still farming. There are a variety of ways to cook beef. Have you eaten any of these beef dishes? Beef cattle are an important part of our lives. Maybe you will play a role in the future of beef cattle as you get older. And I hope y'all enjoy this book and enjoy the beef activities and kits that we're going to be putting out here at the Extension office. I hope y'all stay safe and healthy through all the coronavirus craziness. Remember, if you need some extra tips on getting through this time, we do have some coronavirus specific information available for pickup at the Extension office in our lobby when you come to pick up the kits from either the ag focus kits, the 4-H kits that our 4-H folks have been putting together, or if you come to drop off soil samples, we've got all kinds of information there for you. I hope y'all have learned a little bit about the importance of beef cattle, and remember, if you would like to check out some beef recipes, you can visit our Facebook page, visit our website, or you can contact us at the Extension office, 859-734-4378, and I hope y'all have a great day.